Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the next part of our skill leveling guide. And today we are going to be covering the skill called survival. Okay? So when we hold control over survival, the game says, survival is a skill that indicates how well you are able to survive in the wild. Okay? So different survival skill, first of all, gives you a compass that helps you to survive. Um, is raised by crafting related items. It influences compass complexity and unlocks crafting recipes. Okay, so of course we know every skill, not every skill, but when you go look at your skills, then at strength, your rifles unlocks different crafting abilities in the crafting menu. Okay, so out of the skills that do give you more crafting, more items to craft in the crafting menu, at strength, it's rifles. At dexterity, it's demolition. And then at intelligence, it's survival and engineering. Okay? Those open up various crafting recipes for you in the crafting menu. And then, as you guys can see at the moment, if I hold focus mode in, okay, there is no compass. Okay, so if I turn around, I can lift my hands up, I can put my hands down. Okay, so you guys can see there's no compass up above the screen. Okay, so I've got no compass. So to level up your survival is basically just you can craft certain things in the game, um, but I've tested various things. There was one thing that I could craft in this section over here that gave me more than 100 XP every time I craft it, but I think the developers nerfed it. Okay, so first of all, when you this is what you get at the beginning of the game. Okay, so your first option is when we go look at survival, we've got 0 survival. You can cut down a bush, okay, which is quite fast. So you can just cut down the bush. You can see it doesn't take too much time. This is a bush is going to give us 50 experience. Okay, so there we've got 50 experience. Then your other option is to cut down a tree. Okay, so when you cut down a tree, you're going to see it's going to take more time. So the options that I wrote down, guys, at the beginning of the game, is basically to craft a stone knife and to craft an axe head. Okay, that doesn't take long either. So we can just go search here for stones. Just get about 4 stones here quickly. Okay, so if you click on these two and you say craft stone knife, it doesn't take very long. Okay, and we'll have 100 experience now with the stone knife. So the stone knife gives you 50 XP as well. I'm just giving you guys various options here. Okay, that gives you 50 XP. And then with the other 2 stones, you can craft the small axe head, which also gives you 50 experience. So we'll be at 150 now. Okay. So, yeah, and then I looked at all the other items when you've got no survival skill, guys. I repeat, when you've got no survival skill. Okay? More or less all the things you craft gives you 50 experience. Yes, when you add planks, to blueprints and stuff like that, it helps you a little bit. But we're just looking at the basic leveling up of it. Okay? So that's 50. When you cut down a tree, okay, now I'm going to use the axe now, but it doesn't really matter. When you cut down a tree, you're going to get 100 experience. Okay, so when we're done cutting down the tree, it's going to give us 100. So we're going to end at 250 experience. Okay, so we're at 250. When you cut down a log, it gives you 75 experience. When you cut down a log into planks. So we're going to end at 325. Okay, 325. And when you cut down the branch, this branch here, the tree branch, cut down the tree branch, it's going to give you 100 experience as well. Okay, so there we're at 425. So when you process a tree, guys, you can get about 1,000 experience per tree. So after 10 trees, you should be at basic survival. Okay. Now, of course, if we take the planks, okay, we put it into a blueprint. So we've got these planks here. Okay, let's cut this one up as well. So we're going to end at 500 experience now. Okay, so now if we craft a single door frame, okay, you're going to see that it takes 3 planks, okay, to put it in there. So we're at 500 XP, and now we add the 3 planks, and we still at 500 XP. Okay, so but of course we gained an engineering skill. Okay, so crafting and processing items is the main way of leveling up your survival skill. Yes, you can level it up by, crafting, like adding items to blueprints and crafting various things. But when it comes to leveling up in game, then your easiest way is basically to process things. Process a bush, process a tree, process the logs, process the tree branch, craft different items. Like everything you craft, guys, gives you a little bit of survival. Okay. Now the big difference is first of all, let's just destroy this. First of all, I tested the stone axe, the metal saw, and the double-handed axe. Okay. And the big thing is your time. How long is it going to take me? So time-wise, it takes you 11 seconds to craft the stone knife. So 11 seconds gives you 50 experience, okay? Also takes you 11 seconds to craft the stone axe head. It takes you 17 seconds to cut down a tree with any of those 3 items. Takes you 8 seconds to chop down a log, okay? And then it takes you 20 seconds to cut down the branch and 7 seconds to cut down a bush. Okay, looking at that, the logs are actually the faster way, okay? You get the most experience out of your time if you focus on the logs. Where the main difference is when you cut down a tree or a log or a branch with the chainsaw. Now, with the chainsaw, you cut down a log in 7 seconds, but with any cutting tool, it takes like 8 seconds. Okay, so you're not getting a major bonus from the log, but you are getting a major bonus from the tree and the branch, because the branch goes from 20 seconds to 7 seconds, and the tree goes from 17 seconds to 7 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to show you that everything we cut down here is going to roughly take the same time. So we're just going to press R to load the chainsaw. It has got fuel in, so we're just going to try and start it again. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, about 7 seconds for the tree. Now we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's say 8 seconds for both. And then of course the branch. Okay, so more or less the same time, guys. So this is by far the fastest way, okay, to level up survival. The chainsaw is the thing that makes the biggest difference. Okay, the chainsaw is the thing that makes the biggest difference because it saves you a heck of a lot of time. Okay, and then yes. Starting with advanced, like if we have to compare basics, no survival skill to advanced survival skill, Leveling it up in game isn't that bad, okay? If you build a base, you're going to level up your survival in any case because you have to process trees and you have to process the branch and you have to process even the sticks, okay? You even have to process the sticks. So I'm just going to put my axe back on here. But of course, if you process sticks, you always want to use the metal saw, okay? So let's just quickly see where there's a stick. You know, so if you cut down a long stick into a small stick, we're at 850. It's also 50, okay? It's also 50 experience. So that's why I say you're going to level up survival naturally when you're crafting a base because you have to add sticks to the walls, you have to add planks to the walls, you have to, add logs to various base parts, like the water well, like the well you have to add stuff to. So starting with survival at the beginning of the game, there's absolutely no reason to go with advanced survival because you do get a completed compass at medium. Okay, so even with medium survival, you will be able to see north, west, south, and east. And even if you take basic survival, at basic survival, you'll still be able to craft the basic compass with one plank, one scrap metal, and one toolbox. Okay, but with basic survival, you're just going to have north. So if you want to have the compass when you focus, like if you want to have the compass like this when you focus, you're going to need to take medium survival, okay? But craft-wise, it doesn't really help because you're going to open up most of the items with basic. You're not going to open up anything here with medium, okay? You'll open up the advanced fortification with medium survival because I've got advanced engineering at the moment, okay? And then, yeah, those two are demolition. Okay, so it doesn't really help you except with the cooking. And we've covered the cooking, guys. Popcorn and cake, are basically the ones that really, really help you. It's not really worth it to craft these. These don't give you any major advantage. Okay, popcorn is great for carbs. And then, cake is good for also carbs, but just an energy boost. So yeah, let's look at the difference now when we get to advanced survival. So I'm just going to give my score right now, guys, for what I think. Starting with medium survival with your starting character, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Okay, it's completely up to you. But if having a compass from the start of the game is important to you, then medium survival is not too bad to go for. Leveling up survival in game and not taking it when you build your character, I'd give a 5 as well. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Okay, and you're going to do it naturally. Like you won't be able to do it fast, but you will be doing it naturally when you build your base. So it's it's up to you. Personally, sometimes I like starting with medium survival. Other times I go like, no, I'll just rather level it up in game. Of course, if you start with medium survival, you're not going to gain a lot of fame at the beginning of the game, okay? But that's a much of a muchness. So let's just quickly go and look at advanced survival. Okay, guys, so here we are back now. Okay, same clothing, same equipment, and we've got a character that has got advanced survival. Okay, so first thing that you will notice when you use focus mode, you've got you've got north, east, south, west. Okay, so it's very easy to navigate your way around the map. Okay, the second thing you'll notice is that you're doing things a heck of a lot faster. Okay, a heck of a lot faster. Like this bush usually takes 7 seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's quite a lot faster. Okay, definitely a lot faster. You might say, Luthais, I don't know. Okay, well, the tree took 8 seconds last time. tree took 8 seconds last time, guys. Now check this. First of all, check the time and check your experience, okay? Normally we just get 100 experience for a tree. Now we're going to get 500 experience for a tree. So as you level up, you gain more experience for these actions, okay? So 500 experience for a tree. Let's check the speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's about half the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so everything you're doing faster. This thing takes 20 seconds with a normal tool and no survival skill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, about 7 seconds. So it speeds you up a lot. Okay, so basically, if your focus is base building, then starting with advanced engineering, which is going to save you a lot of resources, which we will cover in the next video, okay? The next video will cover engineering. If base building is your focus, then advanced engineering and medium survival is not a bad idea at all, guys. And again, with medium survival, you're going to gain, every time. With basic, you gain more experience. With medium, you gain more experience. With advanced, you gain more experience, okay? And that's why I told you guys, yes, there is an advantage for starting with medium survival or advanced survival, but I'd give it a 5 because you're sacrificing engineering. So whether you're going to grind engineering or grind survival, it doesn't really matter. But when you grind engineering, you are leveling up survival and awareness at the same time, which you must take into consideration. That's why my best build starts with advanced medical, okay? Want to be in the action very, very quickly, want to heal myself very, very quickly, and I'd never want to carry a lot of rags on me. And with advanced medical, I can heal anything with 1 rag strip and a C2, C4 bleeding marker, like with 2 rag strips. And I'm going to level up engineering and survival and awareness at the same time. Although we know how to level up awareness very, very fast. That's why I say, yes, advanced survival gives you saves you a ton of time, guys. A ton of time when you think of the length, of the time that it's going to take you to build a massive base. Survival and engineering is crucial to saving you like 70% of the time. Let's say it will take you 7 months to build that base. With advanced survival and advanced engineering, which you can't start with, you can start with advanced engineering and medium survival, it's probably going to take you a month or 2 months instead of 7 months to craft that base, okay? If you're building the biggest base ever. But even if it's going to take you 3 months to build a base, engineering, which will help you to use less resources, okay, which helps you to put less resources into the blueprints, and survival, which helps you to do everything just a ton faster, instead of, if a base is going to take you 3 months, now the base is probably going to take you a month. So time-wise, it's very, very, very important, and that's why I give it a 5. It's up to you. It's what is important to you, okay, as an individual. So there's no right or wrong answer, guys. Whether you start with basic engineering, medium engineering, advanced engineering, or whether you start with no survival, basic survival, medium survival, or advanced survival, it doesn't matter. All I want to tell you is you will have a complete compass with medium survival. And with basic survival, you just need to craft the basic compass, and then you'll have the complete compass above you as well, okay? But with basic survival, you are going to need to craft this primitive compass, okay? And now you can see what survival does for you. That's engineering. This is engineering, okay? So survival opens up this crafting list here and all the cooking, which is unnecessary. It opens up your fortifications, okay? That's engineering. The chests are engineering. All of this is engineering, okay? So now you can see where survival comes in for you. Those are survival, okay? Look at this list here. Only these items are survival. Okay, that is rifles. That's engineering. Okay, engineering, engineering, demolition, 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 rifle, rifle. Okay, so it's completely up to you. And again, I have tested a lot of items, okay, but remember, guys, we're looking at no survival skill, okay? Of course, everything ramps up as you level up survival. The skill points are more, the higher your survival skill is. Please, I always get people telling me, I got this much experience, but they don't focus on at what level that skill was at, okay? That's going to be very important for the engineering because people keep on comparing the small chest, like saying the chests are the best to level up engineering. But I'm going to prove them wrong once and forever in the next video. But yeah, focus on these things, and like I say, advanced engineering, medium survival, and basic medical is a great build if you start with 5 intelligence. Okay. But yes, if any of you guys, remember, please test it before you tell me. But if any of you have got an item that you can craft very easily at the start of the game that gives you more than 100 experience, okay? Because the tree and the tree branch gives you 100 XP. If you've got anything that you can craft very easily and fast in the beginning of the game that's giving you more than 100 XP, please tell me. I did have an item that I could do that with, but now that item is only giving me 50 XP. So it doesn't work anymore. And if you guys have got any advice or any thoughts, leave it down in the comments below as well, guys. So tomorrow we'll be covering engineering, okay? And yes, if you like this video, do me a favor and just click the like button down below the video. And if you want to see and learn everything there is to see and learn about Scum, then you can just click the subscribe button underneath the video as well. And if you don't want to miss any future content, click that bell button as well so that you're notified of future videos. Have a great day and see you guys next time. Cheers.